Bue, 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 bue. Oh boy, what a day. Woo. And bue to all of you. May the spirit of the bue fill your heart with bue and everybody else you know. Hallow bue thy name. Huh. Interesting. Yee, the blade. It's one of my students' rackets. I actually picked up another racket on my hitting session today. I just don't know what to string it with. So, I'm gonna bring up my sheets. Bleh. ISO speed baseline control. Ugh. Uh-oh. These people found me on social media. What do I do next? Dude, dill pickle, I love sun and wind. Love it. Ross Brides, I've never tried the Gamma ELS 7900, so no official comment. I would ask someone else. Does anybody else have the Gamma ELS 7900? Ross is wondering. Red Lobster. What'd you get, Karen? I had salmon before I went live on this stream. Cheddar Bay biscuits. I bought 2 pounds of wings at my grocery store, and I might have that as my midnight snack. Not the whole 2 pounds, maybe just 1 pound. Whew. X Denny, you're asking for tips on switching to a one-handed backhand. I would actually watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't know if Essential Tennis has one, but I'm sure there's a few other ones out there to go from a one-hander to a two-hander. And also video record yourself. That's my tip. Admiral's Feast? Did you get some Admiral ramen on that, Karen? Oh, Karen, we're gonna have more than Red Lobster. We are gonna have hot wings, we're gonna have pizza, we're gonna have fish fries. It's gonna be a splendid old time, Karen, once you visit Milwaukee. What's my response on slander for Ian? Obviously, he's joking. You know, a grommet break is definitely not the stringer's fault. So don't. I was in my comment. I wasn't actually mad. I was just kind of bantering with him. It's all about the Bants. And yes, Brian will join us if you don't mind. Dude, apparently there's this restaurant in Milwaukee I've never heard of called McBob's, Karen. Has anyone ever heard of McBob's in the chat? Apparently McBob's has like the best Reuben sandwich in the area. So I definitely got to check it out. It's not too far from here. So maybe me and Brian, one of these days, will shoot a vlog style or maybe a Q&A. Brian, how's that? A Q&A at McBob's over a Reuben sandwich. How does that sound for you guys? Your bedroom punk. What's the good news? Lay the good news on me. What is it, fam? Yeah, McBob's. I've never heard of McBob's before. Awesome, Matt Powell. Why is Hyper-G Soft hard to find in the Canada? Just curious, is it a logistics thing? Good. I'm all about saving money. Bill, the Radical is a lot less, it's a lot less plush, it's a lot less powerful, it's a lot less stable. But most importantly, the Radical isn't giving me arm problems compared to my Yonex. Rainfred Romero, glad that I'm as important as your uni Zoom lecture. John, it's typically the larger grommets are the tie-off ones if the Racket or online doesn't tell you. Typically online should tell you. There should be official documentation based on the Racket manufacturer for tie-offs. Dude, awesome, your bedroom punk. Columbia University in New York or Chicago? Because there's a few Columbia universities. For her. I guess I'm calling to her strike. Why not? Come on. Hate being short. Whew. Oh, damn. Ivy League. Guys, your bedroom punk is Ivy League. He's going to be advising me in the near future of my business. Ian Westerman's here. Ross Brides, you're a smart man. Ian, have you been to McBob's before? You, me, and Brian, and maybe Karen, because he's not too far from here. You should go to get McBob's sometime. Apparently it's really good, and I've never been there. I'm a little bit crossed that I've never been to McBob's. Oh man. I feel stupid based on my background in education. We got Ivy League and Ivy League MBAs in here. Woo! Matt Rock, what's up, my man? I'm still waiting on that donation of beer from you. The Irish meatloaf? Dude, that's right up my alley, Ming Daidi. I gotta get in on that. Hello, Malcolm Long. How is it down under? You're a bedroom punk. You got fam here. You got fam. What are you doing on a Tuesday night? You're with your fam on stream. Yeah. My audience actually brings my IQ up. If I'm part of that audience, the average IQ like drops like 10 points. Karen, I'm not that smart of a guy. I just know how to ask the right questions. Edichu 1, it won't add weight to your racket. Like, it's very, very minor. So I wouldn't worry about the balance on that, to be honest. Jose L, I review everything at 55 pounds, unless otherwise noted. Actually, let me show you this. Oh, I can't bring it over. Can I bring it over? Can I bring you guys over here? Is that okay? Let's see. Someone had a question about how do I know what the tie-off knot is? Okay. Whoops, one more. If you guys see a dead rat down here, let me know. Oh, man. Oh, okay, much better. So this is Wilson Blade V7 16 by 19, right? Open string pattern. So you obviously always start with the mains first. So this is the end, right? And you can see that these two grommets, this one and then this one, are significantly bigger than any of these on the half. Therefore, these two grommets, this one and then this one, are the best for tie-offs. You got that? Oh man, we got like half of the ET characters on this chat. Is that right? It's Angry Old Man? Oh man. Hey Scott, you, me, Brian, possibly Karen and Ian, we're going to McBob's sometime this summer. Whew. Why do I pull the mains over the throat instead of under? Matthew IP, I always go under with the throat because I don't want to bend it. Replay the stream because I'm 100% sure, almost 100% sure I went under it, under the throat. What was I doing? Oh yeah, this one. Are you serious? Brian, are you really going to McBob's right now? Like, is McBob's even open? No, Karen, you wanna have the Rubin first, so your serves are that much thicker. Extra 5 miles per hour. I tried Kirschbaum strings. I ripped it apart. The Black Shark is fine, but it literally lasted me 45 minutes, so I had to rip it apart. Why isn't this picture uploading? Man, technology just isn't working today, fam. Huh. Technology doesn't want to work today for me. Oh well. I always eat something extra salty. Make sure it's really processed meat before you hit the courts, especially in singles. I always do that. I don't know why you think it's too... I don't understand why you think it's suspicious. The only Babolat I would recommend for Ian, Michael L., the only racket I would recommend for him from Babolat is maybe the Pure Strike. I would actually probably recommend he try the Pro Staff or the new Wilson Burns, even though none of them are 95, or possibly the Clash 98. That's what I would recommend. Oh, dude, poutines are legit. Oh, I love poutines. I love me some poutines. Spam. I personally like to just chug on changeovers, just lukewarm ranch that's been roasting in the midsummer heat, and just start chugging it in between changeovers. IRH sounds, if I'm messing around on streams, it probably takes me about 30 minutes to racket. But if I'm just listening to music and not streaming and getting a racket and cranking it out, it takes me about 15 minutes. I think my fastest recorded time is like 12 minutes and some seconds if I'm like going for speed. But like if I'm just cruising, no streaming, no answering questions, no pausing, it takes me about 15 minutes to string a racket with high quality. Ooh, Hamilton. Brock, they're basically the same racket. It's just the V7 is more expensive than the V6 for the blades. Each line is so minor in feeling. It's almost, it's inconsequential unless you're, I would argue, like a 5.5. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and we got Michael Trice in the chat. Someone's selling easy teas on my Discord? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that because I don't think I can legally endorse you guys to do it. So if you guys are on my Discord and if you want to trade and sell, I suggest you don't do it, but I can't stop you. You got it? Sup, Dodger Ryan 124. Thank you for the donation. As a rec player, topspin forehands on your first day. Topspin forehand is important to master if you want to be like a somewhat competitive recreational / amateur player. So there's nothing wrong with that at all, Dodger Ryan 124. So yeah, the topspin is going to be hard to master because, you know, as much as repetitive as it might sound, it's kind of counterintuitive to brush under and then on top of the ball without the fear of the ball going out. But, you know, with enough repetitions, with good coaching, with, you know, a good amount of, not inspiration, a good amount of discipline and passion for the student, you'll get the topspin in no time. It's typically the quick start people, the quick start kids, like, you know, 8 and younger, they have a hard time understanding topspin because they're not that coordinated yet. And, you know, they're still very much developing in their cerebellum. We're doing 3 out of 5 for doubles. I'm fine with that. Well, it depends on his level. I mean, I have no idea who Dodger Ryan 124 is in his, you know, his athleticism and background in sports. But if he's not missing too much, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to be honest. Ooh, I almost made an oopsie. Okay. Let's see. Matthew IP, I did not make it to, I did not qualify for nationals, unfortunately. But I'm glad you bought the Wise Tensioner. Let me know how you do in Surprise, Arizona. Good luck to you, my friend. Kick some ass for me. Karen is indeed a boss, I can confirm. Bilal, I'm glad, man. Were you busy with school? Because I know you're a med student in a very high quality research university. AJ Pingle, the difference between a good string job and a bad string job is 1, the knots, 2, the tension. Like, does it feel like relatively the same throughout the string bed? And 3, if they cross strings, that's a bad sign. You should ask for a refund. Make sure the strings don't cross on your grommets. They could be parallel, but they can't cross. Ian, Champion's Choice is expensive, man. Be careful. That is a very expensive setup you got there. I mean, don't get me wrong, it feels nice, but it's incredibly expensive. Thanks. I'll get it figured out. This thing freezes like no other. There we go. This might be a little bit too bright. Thanks for the notification on the camera. It does happen. Yeah, Ian, gut feels really good. But the question is it worth $50 a string job type of good, right? Ian does make it rain. But let's take it easy on the language a little bit. Oh, Dill plays. Man. Dill, you and I gotta have a little challenge match crossover. I know your UTR is higher than mine. You'd probably smoke me like 2-2, but I still want to try it. Yeah, so Scott actually plays with the Solinco Revolution 17, I believe. I gotta play test that. I just have so many strings to play test. Whoops. Come on. Oh yes, we have to do it. Oh yeah, my money's on Dill too, don't worry. But I'm still gonna try to not let that happen. There we go. Yep, Wilson Blade. Wait, did Brian really go to McBob's? Only 6'8". I personally think, John, that light rackets do ruin form. But I actually wouldn't recommend a racket lighter than, I would say 11 ounces strong for a beginner that's like an adult. Obviously, if you're younger, like if you haven't hit that part of your life called puberty yet, and you're not physically developed, a lighter racket obviously makes more sense. Broxistos, I'm thinking about making merchandise, but not physical merchandise. I was very close to like making a lot of Bwah shirts, but I can't justify the cost of that in all honesty. So I still got to think of something, because as Ian said, YouTube ad monetization, it's actually not that much, not as much as you guys think. So you need other ways to service your community and somehow monetize in order to make YouTube full-time, which is why I haven't pulled the trigger of quitting my job quite yet. Okay, so Brian is holding it out. Okay. Few rackets. Jacob Jablonski, apologies. I have not tried any of the new Prince rackets, or the Headspeed MP, or the Dunlop CX400 Tour. I can't comment on that. I haven't tried that many rackets in recent memory, in all honesty. Apologies. Damn. Dill Plays, you're a software engineer too. Woo! Man. Yeah, Brian, I can tell you're doing it to spite me. I could tell. But Jacob, in all honesty, if I were you, just get your hands on those rackets and just play test it. That's what I would do. Isn't there like a big, IceDorb217, isn't there like a big shortage on like rackets literally in the US? I've heard of people not being able to get tennis rackets not because of the thing that happened in that Suarez Canal, but just because there's like a shortage of tennis rackets, at least in the US. Ming Deity, Lacoste shoes are already there. Hold on. Bro, Ming Deity, already here. Software gang. You know, obviously I'm gonna do an unboxing, but there's a $100 logo. That alligator, each of these alligators is worth 50 bucks. 50 bucks here. 50 bucks there. Boom, profit. Oh, tennis spin? Is that where he puts your spin? No, wait, I messed it up. He'll put his spin on your tennis. Yeah, I'm sure the quarantine, like, is tennis and like golf are probably the two best social distancing sports, especially outside. So that doesn't surprise me at all. Oh, whoops. Missed one. Coach Chris? I don't have his contact information. I'd love to do it though. Yeah, I'm actually pretty flexible. Actually, I gotta play doubles with Scott Saturday afternoon. Mike Trice, hit me up on shoot me a text or a Facebook message, and we'll get together. I'm actually pretty flexible this week. No tournaments at all. I'd love to hit with you. Eric Wang, you're asking why don't use the tip of putting scrap of string in the skip holes, then you don't mess it up. Because I'm lazy. You're probably right. I'm just lazy. Oh, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to Dill Plays. Actually, I haven't even subbed yet. Geez, sorry, Dills. Got about you. If you think I'm a decent tennis player, dude, Dills is a baller. Yo, Dills, you got to get that custom URL tag. I can help you with that if you want. Stan Smith. Stan Smith aren't tennis shoes anymore. It's a fashion statement. Dill, what didn't work? Yes, rackets do need to be replaced over time because even if you take good care of your rackets, they start to internally crack. So I would say, depending on what level you are, how often you play tennis, how often you throw your racket, which some people do, I do. I would say for me, I switch at least every 2 years, but I'm kind of a racket. Let's say I like to jump around my rackets. I do it probably like every 6 months, which is bad financially. But I have a reason to do it now. It's because I get to entertain you guys with my racket reviews. But at least every 2.5 years, I would say, for most people on this chat to switch rackets. Govinda, so thank you. You're asking about my mistakes on the backhand, which is a lot. If I do make a mistake, it's because I don't have enough height on my backhand topspin drive on a regular basis, which wasn't a problem a year ago, but it's a little bit too flat of a trajectory now. So it's something I'm working on with Brian and Ian in the past few hitting sessions I've had with them. Tennis elbow's gone, Eric Wing. Ever since I switched out of the Yonex EZone 98. No tennis elbow problems at all. What do I think about the Lacoste shoes? Well, they're expensive. It's literally right there. I showed the stream about 5 minutes ago. I haven't played it yet. Hey Google, set my dining room to 69 degrees, please.
The dining room is currently off. To change the temperature, you'll need to switch it to a different mode.
Hey Google, set my dining room to cool, please.
All right, changing the dining room to cool.
That's awesome, Dill. Thank you, man. Get you up a sub count higher than mine one of these days. Okay, Google, Set the temperature to 69 degrees, please.
Alright, setting the dining room to 69 degrees.
What's up, Caitlin L? How are you doing? Yeah, 69 degrees. Nice. Brandon Koo, I'm sorry, I won't say anything. I'm so am I triggering everyone's Google Home? Sorry. Just... Vig, that's not normal. You might want to check out. You might have some sort of hitch on your serve. Vig, I would actually probably say it might be your ball toss location on your flat first serves. I have not tried previous V-Cores, Ron Laviolette. I have not. What do I do to stop tennis elbow? Omar Sijlamasi, apologies if I'm saying that wrong. Omar, for tennis elbow, either loosen the tension of your string, switch to a softer string, like from a poly to a multi, or switch rackets, or just take like a 1.5 week break from tennis. What's up, Fernando? Tasmania, I don't think I've had people from Tasmania. You're the first. How much are tennis shoes? Tennis shoes are anywhere from $50 to $175 each. These Lacoste shoes are 175 bucks. Jeez, it doesn't even have durability guarantee. These better be the best frickin' tennis shoes I've ever worn on my stupid feet. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a waste of money. Not only just a waste of money, but also entertainment for you guys. Ming Diddy, you think that's possible if I were to say that? Can you, I think that's not possible. I don't think there should be any type of voice activation on, any type of voice activation for finances. That sounds like a horrible, horrible idea. What's up, Blue Tank Clan? Blue Tank Clan ain't nothing to mess with. Ooh, man. Heath, are you taking a break then? Or like, what are you doing for the golfer / tennis elbow? All right, Brian. 2 weeks. That's my birthday, dude. Are we allowed to do that? It's my 31st birthday on April 23rd, which is a Friday, by the way. I don't have plantar fasciitis, James, but I do have plantar fibroma. I actually was a little bit scared because I thought it was like malignant, meaning a cancerous tumor on the bottom of my foot, but thankfully it's not. It's pretty common. So plantar fibroma, it's kind of like plantar fasciitis. I believe fasciitis is more on your heel. Fibroma is more on the arch of your foot. B-Dade McBob's, that's gonna be a wreck. If I really have my 31st birthday at McBob's, there better not be a camera. recording. That's just bad news. Talk about being canceled. Oh, this one. Nope, wrong one. Man. Where the heck did it export to? Now stringing MP4. Okay. Just not working? All right, apparently I'm not stringing anything. What in tarnation is going on? Goomba King, I have not tried Blackfire quite yet. Oh yeah, Brian, you're my DD my birthday. No doubt about that. Practice safe habits, guys. I've never used Pro Stock Rackets Daniel Gibson. I have not, but I want to. I've not. Oh yeah, H. Pantera, like any Luxilon string, except for maybe the Luxilon Savage, way too expensive for the average consumer. And it's also not the best string. There's better ones out there. So the short answer to your question is yeah, it's same reasons you do. This camera's like glitching out. I don't like it. You just kind of get used to it, get in better shape. Seriously, like, everything's breaking. Omar, I don't know when the next Cole rematch is. Man. I want to, though. Cole's a busy guy, too. He's studying to become a doctor. Man, there's something going on with this. What's up, PJM21? I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully everything's going for you, fam. Hopefully it's all well. Everything's just breaking. Man, stupid. 1, 2, 3. The guy is undefeated this season. Watch out, world. I mean, were your opponents tough, though, the guy? That's my next question. You definitely want to be challenged. What's up, Ned? Good. Just fixing technical problems. Because that's always fun. There we go. Yeah, it's been popping. I think it's better now. I don't know what is up. Some of this technology has been pissing me off lately, so sorry for that, guys. Ooh, Matt. Sorry, man. Hopefully by around late May, early June, you're able to. Yeah, that's definitely something we can't, as normal human beings, do think about. Test. I'm not muted. Jay, I'm famous. I think they were like 97 at one point, Jay. Ooh, man. That did not look good. I'm not muted. Yeah, let me just throw my whole setup. I think this whole PC setup probably costs around $10,000. $5,000 desktop, $1,000 camera, $1,000 lens over there, $1,500 drone, monitors that end up about $1,500. This TV that costs actually $1,200. Yeah, a little bit of an expensive setup. It's worth it though. How was tennis, Jay? Omar, I'm a software engineer for my daily job, so I program. That's my day job. For now. I hate this racket so much. Oh, that's why I was bending the wrong way. I misthreaded it. Good. Assuming you guys connected on Discord. Tomato, potato, if you're going to be playing tennis the rest of your life on a somewhat regular basis, I believe buying a tennis string machine and learning how to string to service your local community is a big, big yes. I'm reading this wrong too. I really hate this racket. Thought I had it right. Good. Yeah, it's 100. Ugliest paint job. For me, it's the Chalupa Supreme steak or chicken, Matthew IP. I have a bunch of hot sauce at home too to really, really ruin my insides if the Taco Bell wasn't enough. Uh-oh, real life connections on Discord. When's the first meetup, fam? I do not think Kyrgios will ever win a Grand Slam. That's my opinion, though. Yeah, right. Meet up in Milwaukee. I'm down for that. Absolutely down for that. Dude, I love snowboarding. I would be more than happy to travel to Colorado. I have a colleague that teaches at the Gates Community Center. I believe that's Denver. Apparently there is a big tennis scene in Colorado. It's just not well known because Colorado is kind of known for marijuana sales and snowboarding and skiing and outdoorsy stuff, which is probably why marijuana sales are so high. Fernando, try one of the Pro Staffs. They have a low swing weight. Headlight too. Try one of the more recent Pro Staffs. LOL, honestly, I don't remember that at all. When was that? But nice. Nice on the question. Oof. Was that from today, LOL? Seppi lives in the United States? Oh, I didn't know that. He's from Italy. I thought he would be like at least somewhere in Europe. Didn't know that. No, LOL, I was working on that while Ian was doing the live stream, so apologies. I was kind of multitasking, which you probably shouldn't do if you're working a desk job. But I break rules sometimes, right? Yeah, go ahead. What's the question, LOL? Yeah, I know sticky soap. I hate, not gonna lie, I kind of hate stringing this racket. It's very hard to tell, you know, what's the center of the racket, especially on the top because there's no like markings to make sure that, hey, this is the center. So it's always kind of a pain. Nice HIQ, Pandora's box. What was the score? And when did you realize he was hooking you? In all honesty, LOL, it's between UTR 6 and 9 is probably consistency. And then a little bit of firepower, in my opinion. Will XC's, you're asking about if you're using a 55 pounds string tension on a 98 square racket but switch to a 95 square racket, what tension should you recommend? Personally, I would go by the recommended range of each racket, no matter what head size it is. So if you're in the middle of the 98 square inch racket and you switch to a 95 square inch racket, stay in the middle of the range, assuming it's the same type of tennis string. I would put it at 3 and 9 o'clock, Aaron Johnson. You know what would have been absolutely boss? After you beat him, you don't even shake his hand. You just grab yourself and walk off the court. Shake the umpire's hand. Appease the crowd. Always gotta have a little celebration, but don't shake his hand. Okay. This nightmare of a tennis racket. Oh, good. You're ahead of the game. Love it, HIQ, Pandora's box. You're actually pretty good? Yeah. You beat him and he was hooking you. Of course you're damn good. More of a tennis player than that other person. Good on you. Zippy76, what up, fam? Glad you're here. Jose L, it might be from humidity, or like if your palms get sweaty. Palms get sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti. But in all honesty, I don't know, I need more situation. I'm not going to spoil anything, HIQ. I was the commentator. So let's not ask any more questions about that, if you know what I mean. It could be because it's loose. Was it off a serve? Or an overhead, Jose? Yeah, Rainford, not any of the non-major tennis racket brands. I do want to play test some of the on-gel rackets, but apparently they're only heavily used or shipped in Europe. I've tried some very generic strings, and I love it. The T1 Black Knight is a golden gem. Read that, watch that review of the T1 Black Knight tennis string. That was a fantastic find. Love that string. What non-poly string? Is the Triax, Wilson Triax, is that a spin monster and it's not a poly? Is that three-sided multi-filament? I haven't tried it, I just heard about it. Jose, do your hands get sweaty a lot? I would not recommend fishing wires to tennis string, Ming Deity. Wait, but how does it play though? Just curious. Is it the Speed MP, the regular MP you said? Or is it the Pro? Thanks, Karen. I'm not a multi-filament type of guy. Thick. Gotta get down with the thickness. Ooh, ah. I've never tried the Super Smash Orange Vien Li, so I have no clue. Yeah, Abe Lau, 45 minutes for a beginner using a crank is a pretty good time. Don't even worry about your time. I would say just make sure you practice good habits. Speed comes with practice. Just make sure you have good technique. Kind of like tennis. best string for spin potential. Solinco Tour Bite, but watch out for your elbow and arm. Vocal V Square. And Solinco Hyper G. Jay, does the Solinco Tour Bite 18 gauge mess up your elbow or arm? I've only tried the 16. What's up, Andre? The tag is in the house. Yeah, H-Leaf, if you cracked a bumper guard and it's an old tennis racket, your best bet is, if there's nothing on the online retailers, call the manufacturer themselves and see what they could do. Good. Abe Lau, I'm glad that you are saving a lot of money on strings. Oh, Andre, sorry about that. Was the ball just flying on you? Because you're used to either a poly or hybrid at least? Wait, Brian, try the gamma progression too. It's a 6-point crank. It's literally what this was before I put the wise tensioner on it. So try to find it used. If not, might as well, depending on your budget, get it new. Oh, and you want to take it with tournaments. You might want to think about a mobile stringer, but I've never messed around with any of those, Wade Bryant. So I can't comment on a mobile stringer. Top 3 favorite strings right now: ISO Speed Baseline Control, Tier 1 Black Knight, Solinco Hyper G for value based along with performance. Jay, yes, you can take a Gamma 6-point drop weight and put a tensioner on it. I think you might want to double check though with the Wise tensioner manufacturer and double check. Julian G, try the Solinco Confidential. It might be a little bit trampoline-ish, so you might want to watch out for that, but it still gives good spin potential. Gamma Glide, I've never heard of Gamma Glide. What the hell's Gamma Glide? Abe Lau, I definitely want to have a professional forehand. Buying reels from, just do it through an online retailer like Tennis Warehouse or Tennis Express or Midwest Sports. I think they're a good channel. I wish they did a little bit more editing, but obviously very good content, very good following. He knows his stuff. Connor Semino, my tournament rackets ahead. Radical Pro 2019 version as of now. How to get more topspin on the serve? Swing faster. Viracoli, this is the 16 by 19. Oh wait, you're probably asking someone else. Never mind. Clownfish, what's up, man? How are you doing? Yeah, Filipino. Parents were born in the Philippines. Yeah, Andre Taggart, that's what I'm playtesting right now. Ethan Dennis, 69,000. PGR Drive, thoughts on extended rackets if you're 5'4"? I would say yes, do it. It's gonna help. Whew. What a horrible angle. Whew. That's better. I've never heard of an extended racket giving Giving elbow problems. Huh. Brandon, no, I would not buy a Luxlon 4G. Freaking expensive, overhyped in my opinion. Overhyped, overpriced. Unreasonable profit, in my personal opinion. I've strung rackets older than me, Mr. Zippy. It's gonna be a while. I need to quit my full-time job before I start making music, because it takes a very long time, a lot of effort to make music. Of course it's broken. Clownfish, I am a software engineer, aka programmer. This is my full-time job. The Babolat Pure Control. No, sorry, Babolat Pure Storm Tour. In my opinion, the best racket ever made. Obviously, they don't make them anymore. Also, a sexy paint job as well. Where is the cover? Did I really just lose the cover? Damn it. Come on, chat, I lost the cover. Oh well. It's my crappy lens anyway. I've not played with the new Radical yet. Upcoming clay court season, I have a lot of thoughts on that. A lot of thoughts. Yes, Bharat Salvati, take a break from tennis. That's the best way to do it. So, if you guys have any questions, leave your comments down in the section below, because I've got to play Outriders with a dear friend of mine. Yes, I play Outriders on PC. It's very fun. It's very fun. So if you guys have any more comment questions, hop on my Discord. Link is obviously in my YouTube my YouTube channel's about page. There's about 500 people there that will be willing to answer any questions. Come hang out. Apparently people are making friends over there already. So yeah. So as always, happy hitting.